protected by Patrón. My name is Stephen Halpin.
And I'm Hilla.
And I am super excited to be here today. This is absolutely my favorite day of the year, St. Patrick's Day.
Also, one of my favorite holidays of the year. I'm the North Texas brand ambassador for Teeling Irish whiskey. So of course, we have a lot of fun on this day and do a lot of great stuff with an amazing product.
So Kyle has been someone that I've looked up to, not literally, but more figuratively, in the cocktail industry. He has got an amazing palate, has designed some of the best cocktails I've ever had. So I'm excited to see what he has for us today. So let's get into it.
I appreciate that warm welcome from a man of your stature. So today we're doing little plays on a classic Irish coffee. So probably one of the most iconic cocktails out of Ireland. So it's really fun to kind of take that original recipe of just like a little bit of sugar, a beautiful coffee, some Irish whiskey, and top it off with a little bit of cream. So I'm gonna do a little play on that.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Beautiful. So we have Teeling Irish whiskey here. The beautiful thing about Teeling and a lot of stuff that they do is really going to come from their cask finishing. So this is going to be a higher ABV as well. So it sits about 46%, so it stands up in cocktails. So obviously we use some fun cask aging on this. This one gets finished off in Caribbean rum barrels. So you get this beautiful rum raisin, kind of a coconut note to it, a little bit of vanilla. So we're going to play on those flavors. So today we have a cocktail that just literally gonna build in the glass, so it's super easy to make at home.
So no shaking, no stirring, just one glass, all you need.
This is something that just is super easy to do at the house, impress some guests and have some fun for St. Patrick's Day, right? So we are gonna start off with just a little ½ ounce of a vanilla syrup. This kind of really plays off of that rum finish. Look at that. All right. And then, of course, we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of our Teeling small batch. All right. From there, we're gonna add some Cuvée cold brew. So Cuvée created this amazing packaging. It literally fits right into your fridge. Easy to grab and go to, and great for just excessive ease, right, at your house. So we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of that cold brew as well.
It's got that handy dispenser on it, so just straight out. That's awesome.
Yeah, really easy. So just with a regular spoon, I have a stirrer here, but you can just use a regular spoon at home. And then you can really top this off with any cream, but I decided to use a coconut cream. I figured that would play really off of the rum finish as well. So we're gonna do a little coconut cream. Just pour that right on the back of the spoon. And I'll get it to top off real perfectly.
Nice. So the bar spoon just stops it from sinking all the way down?
Correct.
Awesome.
There we go. And I just served that with little coconut macarons, and you have a beautiful take on an Irish coffee.
That's fantastic. So you're doing all of the same elements, just with different twists. That's kind of what I had in mind for today. So what I'm going to do, show you my cocktail. What I'm using today is going to be Patrón Añejo. Same reason why I love Irish whiskey is with tequila. I love the versatility of it. I love that there's so many different cocktails that you can make. And today I'm gonna be playing up on an Irish coffee, but I'm gonna be serving mine up. And instead of it being hot like a traditional one, just like Kyle, we're gonna be serving this chilled. So I'm gonna start out, I'm gonna be serving a whipped cream over the top. So I'm gonna start out by whipping up that cream and then setting it aside. So I'm gonna add in about 3 ounces of cream into here just to get it shaken up. And then pro tip for at home, if you have a strainer like this, a Hawthorne strainer, you can pop the spring off of it, take that and drop it inside of your shaker, and it's gonna act like a whisk. And what you're gonna do is put your top on there, tap it to close it, and then give it a nice gentle shake. And all you're just trying to do is aerate it. You're trying to get as much air into it, whisk it up, and get it to thicken up so that it will sit nice and high on top of the cocktail.
So that's really just gonna froth it up really beautifully, right?
Absolutely.
Nice.
So what you're kind of looking for is what just started to happen there, where you stop hearing the shaker, the spring moving around as much. That's when you know that it's starting to get nice and thick. So next, I'm gonna leave that aside, come back to it, and into here, we're gonna start with our cocktail. So I'm gonna start out with the Cuvée coffee. I'm gonna take 1.5 ounces of this straight into my stirring glass. Next, I'm gonna take Patron Citrónge. great orange liqueur. It's just gonna add a little bit of sweetness to offset this and add that hint of orange. Really, really delicious. So we're using this in place of the sugar in a traditional Irish coffee.
And orange classically is a flavor profile you'll find a lot that pairs well with coffee as well, correct?
100%.
Yeah.
Coffee and chocolate. So I'm gonna be finishing this cocktail off with some chocolate, kind of just to highlight that. But
Yeah.
orange or any kind of citrus is really gonna be great with coffee and really plays up well with this. Patrón Añejo is aged in a range of different barrels. And so we've got this wide range of different flavors that are gonna come from that. But really what we're gonna be playing up on is that vanilla note that comes from the used bourbon barrels. Next, I'm gonna add in some ice.
Beautiful.
And then we're ready to stir. We're just stirring to get all of this nice and cold. Add a little bit of dilution, and mainly to bring all of those ingredients together. So this, like Kyle's cocktail, is very simple. We're just gonna be adding those 3 ingredients together. And then we're going to strain that right into the ice.
That's a beautiful color. And these are great cocktails, both of these great cocktails to have, you know, when you're starting your day out for St. Patty's Day for a holiday, or, you know, when you're finishing out as well, correct?
100%.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. And then the other thing to note is that both of these are interchangeable. You know, I mean, if either of these cocktails sound great to you and you want to try them at home, you can do both with Irish whiskey. You can do both with tequila. Really, really nice and simple to be able to do this. You just want that cream floated on the top. So easy to do, but very impressive for your guests. And then what we're gonna do is just finish it off. I've got some 100% cocoa, and I'm just gonna take a couple of light shavings right over the top, just to finish off this cocktail.
Gorgeous.
Dark
gorgeous.
chocolate would be great, whatever kind of chocolate that you want to do, just pair it over the top. And there we have it. This is the Irish coffee 2 ways. Thank you so much for joining us. Cheers, Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Have a great and safe, happy St. Patrick's Day. Cheers.